Bookish fans. Welcome to another top 5 video. Top 5 video, I'm going to continue with the series that I started in the previous 2 weeks. Actually, I was going to end the video series with only those two videos. The top 5 books series that I want to start because I have loved their adaptation, and the other one was top 5 books that I want to read because I have loved their adaptation again. Interestingly, after filming the first video, I saw a video by the Bookish Mom, which is a fantastic channel, by the way. You should check her out. And in that video, she was talking about the books that that would make great adaptations, and she mentioned about, like, I think 10 books in that video. So I commented back by saying that this video idea would fit perfectly with the theme that I was actually making videos of. She said that she would be very happy for me to do a video like that. Thank you to the Bookish Mom for giving me this idea. So I looked at the books that I really enjoyed reading and tried to find out if they had adaptations or not. I did not include some of the books or the book series that have forthcoming adaptations, such as Mistborn series by Brandon Sanderson, Dark Matter by Blake Crouch, and also Esperanza Rising by Pam Munoz-Ryan. They all have IMDb pages, but I found some other books, so let's see which books that I thought would make a great adaptation. In the fifth place, I have a contemporary fiction series, a small town romance fiction series, Blue Heron series by Kristan Higgins. As of right now, I read only 2 books from the series, but I enjoyed them immensely, and the second book is my favorite romance book ever. I think that the individual books would make a great Hallmark TV movies, and they would be a part of a TV movies series, which Hallmark does excellently, in my opinion. I really enjoy their movies. They are the perfect recipe for when you try to feel good. And I feel the same way about reading small town contemporary romances, and Kristan Higgins is, I think, the best in those genres. So Blue Heron series takes the 5th place in my list. In the 4th place, I have a historical fiction book, which is not very surprising considering it's my favorite genre. House at Riverton by Kate Morton. I chose this book because it actually talks about a movie being produced in the book. A movie about 1920s, and I think it's a fantastic idea to make about this time period. Downton Abbey, in which the same time period is covered, made a huge success, and a movie about a similar concept with an interesting mystery would make a very successful movie as well. Also, the mansion is very atmospheric and would make the perfect setting for a very successful historical drama, in my opinion. So that's why I chose House at Riverton for the 4th place. In the 3rd place, I have a book that I was very surprised that it did not have an adaptation. The Shadow of the Wind by Carlos Ruiz Zafon. It's also a historical fiction book, and it also covers a mystery. The story takes place in Barcelona, actually Barcelona is one of the most beautiful cities that I have visited. It's very atmospheric, and the time period in the book is also very interesting. And it's also a story about a bookseller and a story about books, which makes it much more interesting for me. I really liked the book, and I gave it 4 stars. But because it needs to have the detail, which makes the book very interesting, this book would make a perfect mini-series, like maybe 3 or 4 episodes mini-series. So why not do it? So The Shadow of the Wind, I think, would make a great mini-series, and it takes the 3rd place in my list. The 2nd place in the list goes to 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. It's a science fiction thriller, and the plot of the book tries to uncover the death of Evelyn Hardcastle, and our main character wakes up in the body of another character every day and tries to discover who the killer is through those characters' eyes or actions. I loved this science fiction thriller, and I gave it 9 out of 10. Especially the second half was very fast-paced read, and we wanted to find out who the killer was. And although it can be considered a science fiction thriller, the story also takes place in an earlier time period. It has some hints of Agatha Christie atmosphere, who is my favorite author ever. Using the atmosphere of the time period, the unique structure of the plot, and also the fast-paced tempo. I think this could be a very good thriller movie with hints of science fiction and historical fiction. There is a series in the first place, Winternight Triology by Catherine Ardon. I really enjoyed reading this trilogy, although it's young adult, and young adult books are not my favorite books actually. Sometimes I get bored because of the teenage angst, but this book did not have the elements that I don't like in YA novels, and the elements that I enjoy reading about fantasy. In the series, it had first of all, like all the books that I mentioned in this video, it had a very atmospheric setting. It took place in Russia, and with the exception of the first book, the tempo gradually increased. I was really excited when I was reading the second and the third books. I mean, also Vasya is one of my favorite heroines in literature. So I really would like to see Vasya come to life in big screen. So I think a Winternight Triology would make a great movie series, because I think the atmosphere of the book would be better seen in a larger screen. I would also be satisfied with a very good TV miniseries, of course, considering some of the finer works in the last couple years have been made for TV medium. So those were the top 5 books that I want to see their adaptations. Please comment down below if you have such a book that you would like to see the adaptation. And also, like I did in this video, you can mention in which medium would you like to see. I mean, would you like it to be a TV movie, a TV miniseries, a TV series, or regular movies? I really would like to know which books do you think would be worthwhile to be adapted. And also, if you're a new viewer, please like and subscribe. Hope to see you very soon. Bye. As for Turkish Word of the Day, since Winternight Triology is the series that I want to see adapted into screen the most, I thought trilogy should be the word of the day. Triology means üçleme in Turkish, and üçleme is our Turkish word of the day. Have a good day.